Hello and welcome. I am Dhawal Kumar Surti and welcome to my YouTube channel PharmaMan. In this specific video, I will talk about how to prepare subject matter experts for FDA inspection or other important inspection. So let us understand what is subject matter expert. The subject matter expert is the person who knows the process, equipment, and operation very thoroughly. He knows the SOP, he knows the practices, and why we need SME for an FDA inspection. So we know that nowadays the auditors from any regulatory agencies are willing to ask questions directly to the operator, directly to the person who is doing the activity on the shop floor, and not to the person, not to the supervisor, not to the manager. So it brings us a challenge that how to prepare that operator or the line supervisor to properly answer questions to the regulators. So scenario is not that they don't know the processes, but scenario is that they are feared of the inspector. So SME preparation or preparation of the subject matter experts helps them to give a better answer in the given scenario without making mistakes, without fear. So what can be done? First, there are three steps. First is identification of the person. Second thing, giving him the appropriate knowledge. And third thing is training or trials. So let's understand about how we can identify a person. So identification comes from the process that you need to identify who is the most appropriate, most knowledgeable operator for the specific operation, specific machine. So we don't have to go for the managers. The person who knows the machine best can be the subject matter expert for that specific topic. Once you identify a person that this X or Y person is a good person, he knows the process, he knows the machine very well, then comes the identification process. Then comes the SOP or knowledge process. So we have to make them aware that they should go through their SOP, they should know what are the critical operations. Critical operation in terms how many sensors are there in the machines, what is the validated speed for the machine, what if it is for example if it is a filling machine, so how many vials we can run on the machine, how they take changeover, what is the validated speed for each and every vial size, what is the validated speed, what is the routine speed which they are operating for the machine, how many sensors are there, what are the function of those sensors, how many alarms are there, how they handle the alarm, how they operate the machine when in the conditions of alarm, how they handle it, is their procedure is available or not for the alarm handling. Then what are the critical process parameters for that specific machine, what as I said, speed, fill volume range, validated range, what is in the BMR, how they set the recipe, how they select the recipe, how they load the recipe. So these are the very few critical aspects about process understanding, understanding the machine. This is second part of your SME preparation or SME training. Third part is actual on the job training about how to answer the questions during the audit, and how we can do this. We can do mock trials by the senior personnel within the company. So what will they do? They'll go to the operator, they go to the area, they ask the certain questions related to the process, related to the machines, which are usually asked by the FD auditors or the other inspectors or the regulatory agencies auditor. The usual question is, how do you operate it? Do you have SOPs for this? What do you do if there is any problem? What is the validated range for this machine? How do you clean it? What are the difficulties you find in the cleaning process? What are the difficulties you find during the routine operations? How many breakdowns you observe during the week or a month? How do you handle the breakdown? These are the critical open-ended questions. Open-ended questions mean operator, if they are not trained, they can give irrelevant answer which can lead to problems, which can lead to more questions, and can lead in a negative direction of the audit. So if these questions, critically frequently asked question, if we ask operator daily or at a certain frequencies, we give them training on the job as well as classroom training about how they can answer the questions during the audit, how they can behave, and it is also necessary to have a backup supervisor. So if operator is not able to answer certain questions, he has a problem with the English language or problem with the understanding, then supervisor can intervene and give some clarity or give the answer to the inspector. So again, I am recapping. There are three steps for SME preparation. One is identifying the SME, and manager cannot be SME. The person who actually does the job can be the best SME. Second thing about giving the knowledge of SOP and process is very thoroughly. And third is mock trial or on the job trials of how auditors can ask question, so that they'll not fear when their actual audit comes. They know what questions to expect and they will be ready with the answer. So hope this small video helps you to understand how we can prepare SME. If you like, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for listening to me.